just coming back to center. And we'll do a few bounces, just allowing the heels to lift and lower and the knees to soften. And you can, if you want to, you can stay in contact with the floor the whole time, or you can take little tiny bounces or lift-offs off the floor. Good, and then pause. Notice how you feel when you pause, how it feels through your feet and your legs. Good, and then let's get our chairs and take the seat in front of you. Good. You're going to stand a little bit back from the seat and inhale as you reach your arms up, and then exhale, hinging at your hips and fold. Now we're going to put no weight on the hands, just to hold yourself here, okay? And now we'll put a little bend in your knees and draw the toes upward. So just like we did on our backs, and you might need to widen the feet like we did on our backs, okay? And we're going to roll onto the pinky toe edges and then onto the big toe edges. So exactly, but in a different position as we did on our backs, okay? And you're trying to keep your ankles stable here. It's a wobbly cowboy pose. Kind of going through bow-legged and knock-kneed. Noticing how this feels through your hips and also relaxing your neck. So instead of sending your chin forward and looking forward like this, you're looking down at your seat or even your ankles. Good. And then coming through the center here, inhale, let's reach your spine forward, send your tail upward. And then exhale, bend the knees like you're sitting in a chair behind you. And then inhale to rise. And exhale, bringing your arms out to the sides and down. Good. Now let's keep the chair seat on the same side of you. Just turn so it's at your side, okay? And then we'll inhale, stand tall. And exhale, bring the knee that's closest to the chair, bring that upward. Hip flexion. Good. Inhale. Now exhale, can you take that hip out to the side and then rest the foot on the chair? Good. And then just adjust however you need to. Okay. Nice. And now what I'm going to do is try to walk my bottom leg out a little bit, just the amount that you feel comfortable with. Okay. And then I'm going to exhale, and if this all feels okay in the hips, meaning there's no pain in the hips when you do this, I'm opening up this knee, and then I'm going to rest my forearm on the thigh, and reach my back arm up along the ear. Good. And just let your neck relax and breathe. Feel that bottom foot, both feet. Good, and now on your exhale, can you press into the front foot, the one on the chair, and just stand upright. Good, we're gonna keep the leg wide if that feels okay. And this time we'll look a little bit at this knee as you bend it more and come up. And what I want you to feel for here is that there's no knee pain, okay? So you're not bending it so much you have any knee pain. You might find you need to adjust where the bottom leg is, kind of coming in and out. You might want to go wider with it or closer. And your belly, and it looks like you guys at home are doing this, is turned away from the knee. Good. And then just come back to the more upright position. We're going to walk this foot a little closer again, Okay, inhale here. And if it feels all right to you, you might exhale, taking that hand that's closest to the leg down in front of the foot or on the inside of the foot. Okay, so you don't want any back pain and you don't want any pain, just stretching, okay? And then inhale here. Some of you might like to round the back and take both arms down. So I've got both arms on the inside. I'm just letting my elbows bend and be soft. I'm letting my back round and letting my neck relax here. Good. Good, and now let's slowly exhale as you start to lift up. Now, first bringing the arm back to the thigh, and then lifting yourself up. And then inhale, standing up tall. And we're gonna see if we can exhale and float this foot off the chair and hold it. So inhale, and then exhale, and maybe you can bring the knee forward and then down. And then just stand for a moment, noticing the two legs and hips, standing tall, following your breath in and out. Good. All right, now let's try the other side. So we'll bring your chair around to the other side. Good. And then once you get settled there, just inhale, stand tall. And exhale, we're going to try to lift that inside knee up. So any kind of balancing on one leg is very strengthening for your ankle and your hip, okay, for that whole lower body. So even if it feels wobbly or you have to have a toe down for support, it's worth working on it for sure, okay? Then inhale here and exhale, see if you can take it out to the side and then place it down. And just see how this feels through the hip, right? You don't want any pain. Good. And then if it feels okay, you could start to walk the outer foot out. Good. Inhale, and just find a spot that feels doable for you. We're gonna rest the forearm on the thigh, and then if you want to, you can bring the arm along the ear. If you start to get hip cramps, you just kind of come in and out of it. Often that'll happen. Good, one more breath. And then exhale as you press into the bottom foot and come up. Now you could go wider or less wide. In this one, we're doing a little bit of sinking, and you can look at your knee and your foot as you do this, making sure you stay out of knee pain. And as you're looking at the knee and foot, you're really just turning the head. So you're trying to keep the belly to the side, just so we get more into this inner thigh area rather than the straight hip flexion. Okay. Good. And then we'll come back up and walk this foot probably a little closer, a lot closer. Inhale. And exhale, you can see if it works for you to bring a hand down in front of the foot or in the inside of the foot, or both hands down. Relaxing the neck. Breathing. And then to come out, you just slowly begin to bring that inside arm back up to the thigh. Turning to that side. And then exhale, lift. And we'll try to lift and hold. We'll inhale here and exhale. See if you can lift it off and hold. And then maybe bring it forward and down. Good. And then you might want to hula hoop a little bit. Good. All right. Last thing that we're going to do standing is we'll need the back of the chair or a wall. Either one will work. Okay. So you can bring it back to your first side. Okay, and what we're gonna do, sometimes this works better a little elevated. So if you happen to have a block, you could stand on it like this, but it's not necessary, okay? You don't have to. And all we're gonna be doing is taking this outer leg. I'm going to show it without the block since a lot of people might not have one, and taking it out to the side without leaning. Okay, so just taking it straight out to the side. So let's inhale, stand tall, exhale out to the side. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, can bring it across your body without twisting. So my hips are forward. Good. Inhale, bring it back out. Exhale, I'm going back behind me. Inhale, bring it back out. Exhale, bring it across. Good. Inhale out. Exhale behind. Inhale out. Exhale across. Good. Inhale out. And now we're just going to stand down. Exhale, stand down. Okay, so you might have also felt, I know I did, a lot of stabilizing action from the standing leg hip too. All right, let's do the other side. So same thing, you could put your standing foot on a block, or you could do this on a step, anything like that too. Okay, so inhale, stand tall. Exhale, let's take that outside leg out without leaning in. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, let's bring it across without twisting. Good. Inhale, bring it out. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, bring it out. Exhale, bring it across. Inhale out. Exhale, back behind. Good. Inhale out. Exhale across, one more. Inhale out. Exhale behind. Inhale out. Exhale across. Good. Just inhale out. Exhale, stand down. And step side to side a little bit. Good. Maybe a swing and a twist, just kind of letting everything go here. Good. And then slowing it down. Now let's do one more balance pose. You can use the chair if you want to, but mainly just make it lower if you can't balance. It's also easier to balance on less soft things. So if you have a lot of trouble, you can walk to like a harder floor. All right, so you're gonna get yourself a focal point and inhale, stand tall. And exhale, can you practice softening your eyes? Good. And inhale, stand tall. And exhale, bring one of your legs up to tree pose. So you can turn it forward and then out, resting the foot on the calf or the ankle. And this one, you can put your toes on the floor so you get another point. Or it could even come up to the inner thigh above the knee. Now, you're going to avoid sitting into the hip like this. Okay, we're going to lift up, and your hands you could have one on the chair, or you could have your hands in front of your chest, and softening the eyes, softening your jaw. And you might feel some wobbling going on. It's okay. You can always come out and back in. Good, and then as you're ready, exhale to bring the knee forward if you can, and step down. Good. You could turn around if you want the chair on your other side, or you can step into it. Inhale, stand tall, but we're going to soften the eyes first. So softening the eyes. Then inhale, stand tall, and exhale, bring your other knee forward and then out, and you can rest it on the ankle, calf, can come up high to the inner thigh if you want. Just really stay lifted out of that bottom leg hip, up through your center. Your hands can be here, or they could go up if you want to. Softening the eyes and breathing. Good. And then when you're ready to come down, see if you can bring the knee forward and stepping it down, and just step a little side to side, shaking out your legs a bit. Good. We're going to come all the way down to the floor. If you know you want to use your chair to put your legs over the chair, you can set that up for yourself today, or legs up the wall, like I think we did that last week. Okay. Or you can just come all the way down to the floor and get your props set up for yourself. So there might be a pose that you want to do before you go into a resting pose. For example, any other twisting, or you might like knees to chest or anything else. Okay, so feel free to do that. And then when you get down onto your back to rest, I'm just putting this rolled up mat below my thighs, feels good. And let move your shoulder blades down your back. Maybe take a sigh or two. So that long exhale, as I mentioned, tends to downregulate the nervous system. And last week, I think we worked on some other breath that helps with the nervous system and sound downregulation with the sound of VU and the humming. Right, so you can always practice those as well. And there are short videos in our video library that are just about those sounds and breaths. So you can always, check in there too. For me, what I'm going to do, because I know it works for me, is I'm just going to rest my hands on my belly to feel a gentle rise on the inhale of my belly and fall. And I'm going to do one round of humming. You might find you want to change the position of your arms or legs at any time, go for it. And feel for letting go of as much effort as you can. Noticing your hands, softening your hands and your wrists. Softening your tongue and your jaw. Your ankles, your feet. And feeling as though you could almost sink into the surface below you, as though it were a very soft, comfortable place. And before you move, and you can stay here as long as you'd like, but before you move, just noticing how you feel right now. There may be a change from your yoga practice. There's likely some sort of change, whether it's physical or your energy level. or it might even be mental and emotional. Notice any change, even if it's a small change. And then you might breathe into every cell of your body, just a sense of how you want to feel for the rest of your day. And I thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.